History of Nightshade. In the lawless early days of Runa, where chaos and crime reigned, the need for order amidst the turmoil became apparent. It was during the mid-4th century, amidst growing violence over Magestone and shifting power dynamics, that Severus Blackthorn, a former noble from Yescon Bay, emerged from the shadows, his heart consumed by vengeance and a thirst for revenge. Once a man of privilege, Severus was exiled from Yescon Bay after being branded a heretic for his rebellion against the church. It was in Runa, far from his former life, that he found purpose. With nothing but a dagger, his sharp mind, unbound rage, Severus set out to carve a name for himself in the city's underworld. Runa, with its lack of law and rampant criminal activity, was the perfect breeding ground for Severus's ambition. He sought not only to survive, but to rise above the rest. His goal was not simply wealth, it was control, and through it, revenge on those who had cast him aside. In the shadows, he formed the Nightshade Guild, an organization of assassins bound by a strict code of loyalty and secrecy. The guild's members were drawn from all walks of life, outcasts, thieves, mercenaries, and wanderers, all with one thing in common: a desire to profit from the chaos that permeated Runa. What made Severus's guild different from other rogue groups in the city was its organization. Unlike the random violence of the city's other factions, the Nightshade Guild was a highly disciplined network, working with precision and deadly intent. Each assassin was trained in the art of stealth, poison, and swift lethal strikes. Under Severus's leadership, the guild became a force of shadow and death, offering their services to the highest bidder. The guild's code and reputation. The Nightshade Guild adhered to a code that few understood, but those who became part of the organization found themselves bound by its rules. Above all else, loyalty was paramount. Once inducted, a member was expected to follow the guild's orders without question. Disobedience was punished severely. The second rule was discretion: kill only when the job required it, and leave no trace. The third rule was silence: no member was allowed to speak of guild matters to outsiders. The final rule was respect for the guild's hierarchy. Those who rose within the ranks were to be revered, while those who faltered would quickly find themselves discarded. Severus Blackthorn's philosophy was simple: death is the only certainty. His motto permeated the guild, shaping its very ethos. The assassins of the Nightshade Guild were not driven by emotion or morality. They were professionals, offering their services to those who could pay the price. Whether the task was assassination, sabotage, or intimidation, the Nightshade Guild operated with precision, leaving no sign of their involvement except for the bodies of their victims. The guild quickly became feared throughout Runa and beyond, gaining a reputation that stretched far beyond the city's borders. The dagger, Umbra, forged with the Nather's venom, became the symbol of the Nightshade Guild, both a weapon of death and a badge of membership. The Nightshade Guild operated in the shadows of Runa, but its influence extended far beyond the city's walls. The guild was hired by all manner of individuals: nobles seeking rivals removed from the political scene, wealthy merchants seeking vengeance on competitors, or criminal overlords needing a message sent to anyone daring to cross them. But the guild's reach went even further. It often conducted its own operations, eliminating rivals and manipulating events to suit its purposes. The assassination of important figures, whether a noble or a mercenary leader, often sent ripples through the fabric of Runa, creating chaos that the guild could exploit. The guild also served as an information network, gathering secrets and passing them on to those willing to pay for them. They kept a network of spies throughout Runa, listening for whispers and gathering dirt on anyone of interest. This network was not limited to Runa either. The Nightshade Guild had ears in distant lands, and their fingers were always on the pulse of the city's most powerful factions. The legacy of Severus Blackthorn. Severus Blackthorn's disappearance remains one of Runa's greatest mysteries. No one knows when or how he vanished, but some say he was consumed by the very shadows he created. Others believe he died in a secret war with rival factions within the guild, and his body was hidden away in one of Runa's many underground tombs. Yet despite his absence, the Nightshade Guild remains as powerful as ever. His legacy lives on through the ruthless code and the unwavering loyalty of his followers. Modern-day guild. As of the 15th century, the Nightshade Guild remains a dark and elusive force in Runa. Its members continue to carry out assassinations, sabotage, and espionage with cold efficiency, but rumors swirl about internal power struggles. Some say the guild is fractured, with multiple factions vying for control in Severus's absence. Still, the guild operates with the same professionalism it did under its founder, offering its deadly services to the highest bidder while maintaining its mystique. The presence of a new generation of assassins, each more deadly than the last, ensures that the Nightshade Guild's reputation remains one of fear and respect.